Yosemite, a land of giants. This iconic national park, located in California's Sierra Nevada mountains, is renowned for its stunning natural beauty and diverse landscapes. Yosemite National Park is a place of immense beauty. Its vast wilderness is a sanctuary for countless species of plants and animals, making it a haven for nature lovers and adventurers alike. Towering granite cliffs rise thousands of feet into the sky. El Capitan, one of the most famous rock formations in the world, challenges climbers with its sheer vertical face. Giant sequoia trees, the largest living things on Earth, stand like ancient guardians. These majestic trees can live for over 3,000 years and grow to be more than 300 feet tall. Waterfalls cascade down sheer rock faces, creating a symphony of sound. Bridalveil Fall, with its ethereal mist, is one of the park's most enchanting sights. Yosemite is a place that takes your breath away. The valley, carved by ancient glaciers, offers panoramic views that are nothing short of spectacular. The valley floor is a lush oasis carved by glaciers over millions of years. It is home to a rich tapestry of flora and fauna, thriving in the fertile soil. Meadows are filled with wildflowers in the spring. These vibrant blooms create a colorful mosaic that attracts photographers and nature enthusiasts from around the globe. Crystal clear rivers wind their way through the landscape. The Merced River, with its pristine waters, is a lifeline for the park's diverse ecosystems. Yosemite is a place of incredible diversity and wonder. From its towering peaks to its tranquil meadows, every corner of the park offers something unique and awe-inspiring. Every year, millions of people from around the world visit Yosemite. They come to experience its natural splendor, to hike its trails, and to capture its beauty through their lenses. They come to hike among the giant trees, climb the towering cliffs, and witness the power of nature. Yosemite offers endless opportunities for adventure and exploration. Yosemite is a place that stays with you long after you leave. Its beauty and grandeur leave an indelible mark on the hearts of all who visit. It is a place that reminds us of the power and beauty of the natural world. Yosemite stands as a testament to the enduring majesty of our planet. Yosemite's story begins over 1 billion years ago. Volcanoes erupted, spewing molten rock that cooled and hardened into granite. Over millions of years, the forces of erosion began to shape the landscape. Rivers carved deep valleys. Glaciers, like giant ice rivers, slowly sculpted the granite cliffs into the iconic shapes we see today. The most recent ice age ended about 10,000 years ago. As the glaciers retreated, they left behind Yosemite Valley. The valley floor, once buried under ice, was now exposed. Rivers and streams flowed into the valley, creating Yosemite's famous waterfalls. Yosemite's geology is a testament to the power of time and the forces of nature. The park is a giant, open-air museum where visitors can witness the results of millions of years of geological processes. It is a place where the Earth's history is written in stone. For centuries before the arrival of Europeans, the Ahwahneechee people called Yosemite Valley their home. They lived in harmony with the land, developing a deep understanding and respect for the natural world around them. They called the valley Ahwahnee, which means gaping mouth in their language. This name reflects the awe-inspiring landscape that surrounded them, a place of immense beauty and spiritual significance. The Ahwahneechee were deeply connected to the land. Every aspect of their lives was influenced by the rhythms of nature, from the changing seasons to the migration patterns of animals. They fished in the rivers, hunted in the forests, and gathered acorns and other plants for food. These activities were not just means of survival, but also ways to honor the land and its bounty. The Ahwahneechee believed that the granite cliffs, towering waterfalls, and giant sequoia trees were sacred. These natural features were seen as the dwelling places of powerful spirits. They told stories about the spirits that lived in these natural wonders. These tales were passed down through generations, keeping their culture and beliefs alive. Their lives were intertwined with the rhythms of nature. They lived in balance with the environment, taking only what they needed to survive and ensuring that resources were available for future generations. The arrival of European settlers in the mid-1800s disrupted the Ahwahneechee way of life. The settlers brought new technologies, diseases, and a different way of interacting with the land. Conflict over land and resources led to violence and displacement. The Awanichi were forced to leave their ancestral lands, and many of their traditions were threatened. Today, the Awanichi people are working to preserve their culture and their connection to Yosemite. They hold cultural events, teach their language, and share their history with visitors to the park. Through these efforts, they aim to keep their heritage alive and ensure that future generations understand the importance of their relationship with the land. The story of the Awanichi is a testament to the enduring strength of indigenous cultures and their deep-rooted connections to the natural world. Their legacy continues to inspire and educate all who visit Yosemite. In 1851, a group of European-American explorers stumbled upon Yosemite Valley. They were awestruck by the towering cliffs and cascading waterfalls. News of the discovery spread quickly, and soon Yosemite became a popular destination for adventurers and tourists. However, the arrival of settlers brought conflict with the Awanichi people. The Mariposa Battalion, a group of state militia, entered Yosemite Valley in 1851. They fought with the Awanichi, forcing many of them out of their homeland. The valley was no longer a place of peace and harmony. Despite the conflict, the beauty of Yosemite continued to captivate all who visited. Artists and writers traveled to the valley, seeking to capture its grandeur in their work. Photographers, using the newly invented camera, attempted to preserve the majesty of Yosemite for future generations. Section 5. John Muir, the Voice of the Mountains. John Muir, a Scottish-born naturalist and writer, first arrived in Yosemite in 1868. He was immediately captivated by its beauty and grandeur. Muir spent years exploring Yosemite's backcountry, climbing its peaks and studying its glaciers. Muir believed that Yosemite was a sacred place that deserved protection. He became a tireless advocate for conservation. He wrote articles and books about Yosemite, sharing its wonders with the world. He argued that Yosemite should be preserved as a national park, a place where people could come to experience the beauty of nature. Muir's writings and activism helped to raise awareness about the importance of conservation. He's considered one of the fathers of the American conservation movement. His legacy continues to inspire people to protect wild places. Section 6. Protecting Paradise, a park is born, thanks in part to John Muir's tireless efforts and passionate advocacy for the natural world. Yosemite was granted federal protection in 1864. This monumental decision came when President Abraham Lincoln signed a bill that set aside Yosemite Valley and the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias. This was a groundbreaking moment in the history of conservation. This act marked the first time that the US government had set aside land specifically for its scenic beauty and natural wonder. It was a revolutionary idea that land could be preserved for its aesthetic and ecological value rather than for economic exploitation. This set a precedent for future conservation efforts across the nation. In 1890, Yosemite National Park was officially established, encompassing a much larger area that included not only the valley but also the surrounding mountains and diverse ecosystems. This expansion was crucial in protecting the park's unique biodiversity and stunning landscapes. The park was entrusted to the care of the newly formed National Park Service in 1916. This organization was created to manage and protect the nation's national parks and monuments, ensuring that these natural treasures would be preserved for future generations to enjoy. Yosemite became a model for national parks around the world. Its establishment inspired the creation of other national parks, both in the United States and internationally, highlighting the global importance of preserving natural landscapes. The establishment of Yosemite National Park was a landmark achievement in the conservation movement. It demonstrated the value of preserving natural areas for their beauty, ecological significance, and recreational opportunities. It recognized the importance of preserving wild places for their intrinsic value and for the benefit of future generations. This forward-thinking approach has allowed millions of people to experience the awe-inspiring beauty of Yosemite and has set a standard for conservation efforts worldwide. Section 7. Yosemite's Tales. Stories in Stone and Water. Yosemite is a place of many stories. The granite cliffs whisper tales of ancient times. The waterfalls sing songs of power and beauty. and the giant sequoia trees stand as silent witnesses to the passage of time. One of Yosemite's most famous tales is the story of Firefall. Every year in late February, when conditions are just right, Horsetail Fall, a waterfall on the eastern edge of El Capitan, glows orange and red in the setting sun. It looks like a stream of molten lava cascading down the cliff face. Another famous Yosemite landmark is Half Dome, a granite dome that rises nearly 5,000 feet above the valley floor. Legend has it that Half Dome got its distinctive shape when two quarreling giants tore a mountain in half. Section 8, a legacy preserved for generations to come. Today, Yosemite National Park faces many challenges. Climate change is threatening the park's fragile ecosystems. Air pollution is obscuring the once pristine views, and increasing visitation is putting a strain on the park's resources. Despite these challenges, Yosemite remains a place of wonder and inspiration. The park's rangers and staff are working hard to protect its natural resources and to provide visitors with opportunities to experience its beauty. Through education and outreach programs, they are teaching people about the importance of conservation. Yosemite National Park is a reminder that we are all connected to the natural world. It is a place where we can reconnect with our sense of wonder and awe. It is a place that we must cherish and protect for generations to come.